Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Dead Cat Puppet Show. We have a special guest tonight. We love having Charlie Sheen on the show. We just can't get enough of this guy. I mean, he's not only the Dead Cat Puppet Show's favorite actor, but we all at the Dead Cat Puppet Show have a lot of respect for Charlie and what he's doing, confronting these Hollywood rip-off artists that give us such slime. So, Charlie, our first question for you tonight is, what is your name again? Would you please tell us your name?
Carlos Sheen, Charlie Estevez, Janet Estevez, Ramon Sheen, Emilio Sheen, Mama Dad Me, Willie Remember Name Me.
Charlie Estevez, thank you very much. We get it, man. We get it. It's a tough one. Charlie Emilio Estevez, man. Okay. Our next question, Charlie, is it true that you got into a fight with the producers of 2.5 Men in the parking lot of a 7-Eleven this last weekend? I mean, what we've heard from OMG and In Touch and these other sources is that you unleashed Maul upon the producers of 2.5 Men. Is this true? Charlie, is this true?
3 times in the face, and then I said, you're gonna get a Vietnam now, mother. And I whipped his butt so fast and so quick, so pretty. I hit him with the Muhammad Ali left, right, left. I did the Ali shuffle, and then I footballed him in the head, and then I stopped him, and he was knocked out for 22.5 minutes.
Charlie, that is crazy. So you knocked the producer of 2.5 Men out in the parking lot of 7-Eleven. Wow, man. I hope that's going to go down okay for you. I mean, obviously, the most appropriate question is, in any kind of a situation like this, you have to ask yourself, Charlie, were you on drugs again?
Electric bouillabaisse right from Jump Street. So basically, your question, all these fladio plants, clav gleepel bluing, glet glime flum blugs.
I mean, Charlie, this sounds crazy. I have never in my life heard of phaladio plants blue blightle glugging. I've heard of chug-a-lugging and muggings and stockings at Christmas, but I have never heard of blue phalladial chocolate kickers flicking off of the pluckle fluckles of the featherless dolphin Hollywood producers that seem to flock to you, Charlie. Now, our next question is that, given the state of your circumstance, are you armed now, man? Do you pack heat? I bet you have to pack heat, Charlie. There are so many people that are upset at the image that you're presenting of American opulence. Are you packing heat, Charlie?
So I'm entitled to carry a weapon. They tried to rob me 3 times already in Oakland. So I had to shoot one of them with my pistol one night, and he ran like a sissy. But I never got caught for that. And then I had to fight a guy stabbing me one night.
My gosh, Charlie, stabbing people in Oakland, that's gone a little too far, man. What has Holly done to you? What has Hollywood done to you? What has Hollywood done to you, man? If they turned you into a monster, Charlie, listen, straight from the Dead Cat Puppet Show, we want you to get your act together, man. We think it's great that you beat up the producers of 2.5 Men in the parking lot of 7-Eleven, but you know, you really have to bring peace and joy and love to the world, Charlie, and stop that cracking out in the parking lot, okay? So, you know, we love you at the Dead Cat Puppet Show. We're all for you, man. We love your career. You're more entertaining off camera than on camera. So we're just going to ask you one more question, Charlie.
Now, there are all kinds of ideas that would be fun to believe in. Mental telepathy, time travel, immortality, even Santa Claus. Now, I know it's no fun to go home and say, guess what happened today? I was in the shopping center. There was this tremendously bright light, and I rushed outside, and it was an airplane.
Excuse me, sir.
Well, you are a bright light, Charlie. Thanks again for coming on to the show. We hope it all works out with the 7-Eleven parking lot incident. We talked to OMG, and we promised, you know, we're not even going to mention it on our radio station here at the Dead Cat Puppet Show because, you know, this kind of stuff is serious. We'll talk to you next time, Charlie. Thanks for being a guest on Dead Cat Puppet Show. Ladies and gentlemen, another episode of the Dead Cat Puppet Show. Thank you, Charlie Sheen. Thank you, Charlie Sheen. Clap. Thank you, Charlie Sheen. Thank you, Charlie Sheen.